Hi, this is Mike with FixMuglyCredit.com. Melissa Hudgens called me the other day with a very common problem that I hear many times a week. What do you do when you open your bank statement and you see fees and you try to get those fees removed by calling customer service, and customer service doesn't want to help you even when you talk to a supervisor? Or what do you do when you know that the repair needed to your car is under warranty, but the dealer doesn't want to honor the warranty? Or what do you do when your wireless cell phone provider tacks on additional fees that when you try to dispute these fees to customer service and even to a supervisor, many supervisors, you get no help? These are common consumer issues. And I do have a solution. I want to share it with you just as I shared it with Melissa. Just last week, I opened my Sprint wireless bill and noticed about $33 a month in additional fees. I thought maybe they were overage fees. I started looking through my bill, saw no overage charges, saw nothing unusual other than the $33 a month fee. So I called customer service. My son, I just picked him up from aftercare. He wanted to climb some trees, so I had a little extra time. So I hung out on the customer service line, trying to get routed around. Customer service didn't want to help me. They didn't know what the fee was for. I elevated my concern to supervisors, and normally I don't even spend this much time on the phone. If I can't get resolution from the frontline people right away, I don't hang out on the phone with customer disservice. I finally got to some supervisors who told me that it appeared that I had had some discounts from about 2 years ago. And those discounts had now expired. So my bill, in essence, for the same service plan was going to be $33 a month more. Now, $33 a month may not be very much to you, and it may not even be worth, complaining, but it was important enough to me. And especially since I know what to do to take care of these issues. I didn't like the idea that these discounts had an expiration date. I didn't even know what the discounts were for. Had they jerry-rigged my bill to get it to that payment plan 2 years ago? What I did is I kindly excused myself when even supervisors couldn't help me. Took my son home, sat down in front of my computer, took about 15 minutes to put together my letter, and it's a very powerful letter. I have it in a template form. I've used this same letter for years and years with 100% success. My real estate customers have used it when they've had consumer issues. My credit repair customers have used it when they have late pays or any issue that requires this secret weapon. Well, I don't just send this letter by mail. That's way too slow. Instead, I know of ways to get my letters in front of executives very quickly. Just how quickly? Well, about 5:30, it took me about 15 minutes to put together this letter. I shot it off to about 12 executives with Sprint, and about 7:30 to 8:30 that same night, one of the executives contacted me by email apologizing for what had happened, telling me that the next morning somebody from the executive's office would be calling. Sure enough, the next morning a guy named Orion from the Sprint's executive office called me, again apologizing profusely for what had happened, but more importantly, resolving my issue. Orion, very easily, no arguments, no confrontation, Orion returned my bill to what it had previously been. Now, keep in mind, if I had just let this go, saying that $33 is not very much, we're talking $33 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 12 months. That's almost $400 a year for no additional services. I think that's kind of important. $400 for about 15 minutes. Now that's just on 1 year. What if I allowed this to go on for 2 years or 3 years if I stayed with the same wireless service provider? See, this becomes real money after a while. I want to show you exactly how to do this for yourselves. I've used this same secret weapon so many times that I really have this system, I think, pretty well perfected. And on my free CD, 8 Secrets to a 680 Credit Score, I talk about this very secret for removing late pays. But this powerful letter is also used for any consumer issue. Keep in mind, You cannot just hang out with customer service trying to get issues resolved. Those people are trained to turn you away. They're good people, but they're trained to turn you away, leaving you unfulfilled, and you have to learn to get to the top level decision makers. And it's a whole lot easier than you ever could have imagined. And it doesn't matter what company, large or small, I've gotten to the big guys, and it's when you get to the big guys is when decisions are made for customers. Because see, these guys understand. It's just too bad that they don't allow their front end people to be trained to help people so that people like you and me wouldn't have to go to the top level guys. But anyway, I want to show you how to use this secret for years and years to come for a whole lot of satisfaction and a whole lot of savings. My name is Mike with FixMyUglyCredit.com. Thank you.